Good morning everybody, Crypto Strain here. This morning we're going to talk about Metaverse projects, the big daddy ones, and where the best place to store and buy your Metaverse tokens and coins, okay? This is a really good, solid, long-term project with all these Metaverse tokens, and I think the market's just going to get bigger and bigger. Obviously got some massive players in the market now, but also some up-and-coming ones. So the Metaverse obviously has got absolutely huge. To sum up what Metaverse is basically defined as like a digital environment populated by virtual avatars representing actual people. It's defined as being like an immersive, but Metaverse is just got absolutely huge, isn't it? It sort of does seem to be the future. And we talk about projects solely dedicated to Metaverse. Biggest one out there is literally Decentraland. We've covered this project quite a few times over the last couple of years. Mana ranked 30, as I say, and it's like market cap is nearly 5.9 billion. It's $3.20. Okay, I remember when it was literally like a couple of cents. Okay, and it's done absolutely fantastic. Majority of the suppliers out there say when it's still now in the top 30, you know, it's reached that number 30 spot. It absolutely was massive for the future, and Decentraland is like built for like the content creators, the business and individuals that are looking for a new artistic medium. So somewhat Decentraland, I've covered the project many times in the past, but you know, it's on the actual Decentraland game world, the area is divided into like, I think it's over like 90,000 different parts of the land, and each part of that land has got basically an NFT. Each land is like, you know, in the sort of avatar world, the gaming world is like 256 square meters, and what you do, you buy that, and that's where the mana comes into fruition and use the token for that. So it's got a general usage, and hence why to get that bit of land is getting more and more value, hence why the token keeps going up. So Decentraland is absolutely fantastic. Now, the next one we spoke about many times before as well is Sandbox. I remember a time you could do it just to learn and get some free sand on CoinMarketCap. It's gone on massive since then. It's now ranked 34, $4.48 with a market cap 4.6 billion. 35% of the suppliers out there. Now, Sandbox had a fantastic 2021. The Sandbox basically is this very dedicated platform, introduces blockchain to the world of gaming. Again, it's sort of another project. I looked into Sandbox quite in depth. It's basically like, again, it focuses on user-generated content, where Sandbox creates a metaverse of involved players who obviously contribute then as the project develops and as the game develops. So they sort of utilise people to make Sandbox better, and again use the sand token to buy areas of the game, and it really is fantastic. So when you think about the token itself, it's absolutely huge what Sandbox is doing, and there's so much competition now with all these huge projects. Okay, now the next one, again, I know I've spoken about AXS many times, Axie Infinity. This is ranked number 40. To have three such huge projects in the top 50 now is absolutely fantastic. It truly is absolutely amazing. When you look at Axie Infinity, $63.74. Now, this time last year when I done that video, it was $1.88. It was only 44 cents last January. We had a high this last year of $160, but back down to $63. I spoke about this project many times. 523,000 people watching this. The market 3.8 billion, so it's doing again wonderful. And again, this one's slightly different. I've looked into this game a lot more since it's on the videos, where each Axie possesses 6 out of the hundreds of different potential body parts, each of which owns its own battle moves. It's like a battle game and you own different parts of it. It's very different to own the land side of it, even though it's got that part to it. It's slightly different than Sandbox and Decentraland. So it's doing absolutely fantastic. Another great project, Engine. We spoke about this many times. Again, when this was only a couple of cents, now it's $2, ranked 61, market 1.7 billion. 85% of Engine is now out there. Long term, again, it's going to be absolutely huge. It's been around. Let's just say the project's been around for years. I know I've covered it many times. I won't go too in depth with it, but it's another one where, again, the ENJ token is basically used to give in-game items real world liquidity. So it's basically you have to use the ENJ token to progress in the game, and again it gives you more usage, and obviously the value goes up. But again, 544,000 people are watching Engine. I'm amazed it's actually outside the top 50 for a project that's been around for so long. Okay, now we talk about Metaverse. Now, again, people talk about where the market's going to go, and it's obviously been huge. You know, the Metaverse market, you know, may reach nearly 800 billion in the next couple of years. Okay, back in 2020, it was 478 billion. Okay, so again, when I saw this article on Bloomberg a little while ago, and when you think about online game makers, including Roblox and Microsoft, etc., you can see how the virtual worlds are going to absolutely explode. Okay, so I think over the next few years, the market's just going to keep going up, keep going up. So as usual, looking for up and coming projects, but also the mainstream ones which are now fully established. Now, Metaverse, I know we've covered it many times. I just think it's absolutely huge. But also, what I've covered before is Mudrex. Now, to get all the biggest Metaverse tokens out there, it's very difficult to find one exchange with it all listed on it. You can't basically do it. So when you go on Mudrex, which I know I've said Mudrex many times, it's a great way just to hold your coins, investments, trading. It's got many sides to it. But one of the bit that really, really caught my eye, probably the biggest part on Mudrex is to me is the coin set, which is a new feature they introduced last year. So you go on here and you go on your dashboard and you go hit invest. You've got your coin set, your Mudrex mints and the algos, which we've covered before. But here I'm just going to concentrate on the coin sets. You can see here the most popular. Now, surprise, Metaverse is one of the most popular. There is no monthly fee, it's free. You've got 2,675 investors. The 1 year returns 1,121%. So when you select on it, I know I've showed before how to deposit. It's very simple, very easy, very transparent, great customer support. There's no issues on here. So it talks about different performance and how it's going. But here you go, the Metaverse Constitution. So they've got the AXS, the engine, your sand. They've also got MANA, which we've covered. They're the big ones. But also they've got the ones which I've covered briefly before, and some that I've never really talked about YGG or Alice much. I've mentioned Alice briefly, but Illuvium again has been an absolutely fantastic year. But you can see the coin set holdings and how they've developed over the 1 year. You can see Sandbox alone in 1 year has gone up 2,625%. Mana's up 1,100%, which is absolutely fantastic. So long term, all these projects have massive potential. Now, it's never financial advice, as you know, but this is just a superb site just to literally hold the top Metaverse tokens. Now, you can see there the other projects on there which I haven't covered already. So Eternity Chain, ranked 458 now, $6.21 now. Remember I've done a video recently on ERN with their NFT side of it, their marketplace. It's going to have a huge year. I know we spoke about quite in depth before, but Eternity Chain, I'm super bullish this year. So it's great that Eternity Chain is on Mudrex as one of the big ones to hold. Now, other ones again is Illuvium, a fantastic 2021 now. It's ranked 138. It's basically $690. Market cap is 444 million. The only downside to it is not a huge amount of supply, only 6%. But long term, as part of your coin set on Mudrex, it's great for longevity. It's never going to be a huge amount, only 10 million. Hence why the price is that. But you don't obviously have to buy a whole Illuvium. It's part of your coin set to invest what you want, and then you've got it. Okay, part of your portfolio. Another one is Yield Games, YGG, ranked 180, $3.57. Again, only 9% of the supply out there, 305 million market cap. Again, having a fantastic time. Many people watching this project. But when you think of the market cap again, you can see the longevity with this project. So they've obviously covered the biggest ones, the ones with massive potential. Another one we briefly mentioned before was My Neighbor Alice. The token is called Alice, AOICE. So the market cap is 257 million, $8.42. A third of the tokens are out there, but the volume in the last 24 hours, $330 million. So it's been absolutely incredible. We've actually had a high over $9 in the last 24 hours. So when you go back to Mudrex, they've got many different coin sets you can have, but to me, my favourite on here is the Metaverse. Okay, so it's entirely up to you. There's a link below if you want to join Mudrex, do some trading, get free $25 on sign up, plus hold your funds free on the Metaverse coin set. Just hold it on there all in one spot. It's absolutely fantastic. I think it's wonderful that they've done these coin sets. I think it's taken Mudrex to the next level. I know I've covered Mudrex for well over a year now. But the fact of doing these coin sets really is fantastic. It's not just about a trading site now. It's about holding the top gem coins. So thanks very much. Anyone need help as usual, email me, info@cryptostrang.com. Any help getting started on Mudrex, just message me. We can FaceTime, I can show you the basics. But I know I've covered it in previous videos. It's very, very easy. So, however, if you're new to crypto, then nothing is easy, let's be honest. So don't hesitate. All my other social media links below, Telegram, Instagram, the lot. So thanks very much. We'll chat again soon. Have a wonderful day. Cheers now. Bye.